I mean, it is what it is. You are who you are. Okay? You are who you are. I like that. You like that? I think I'm going to work with it. You are who you are. Hey, good people. This is Struggling with Diabetes, and we're standing tall. We're standing tall. How you doing today? Another story time and back stories. And in this story time, I just want to confirm, and I also want to concur with those of us that have setbacks, rollbacks, callbacks, fallbacks, fullbacks, all of that stuff. You know, the struggle is real. The struggle is real, and I feel your pain. I feel your pain. You know, today I'm looking at just trying to get my medication taken care of. I'm just trying to comply, just trying to do what I'm supposed to do as it relates to the medication that I'm prescribed and the way I'm supposed to administer that dosage or that medication to myself, and some of the repercussions or some of the consequences if I don't adhere to some of the directions that the prescriber or the healthcare provider has provided. You know, if I don't, I think I need my brakes soon. I hear them. At any rate, sorry about that. I'm rolling. And I'm not going to give any names. I'm not even going to give the type of specialist it is or any of that. So don't look for that. And I doubt any of you will know them. I mean, you'll know the type of specialist, but I'm not trying to blackball anyone. You know, that's not the message here on this channel, this YouTube channel. I'm not trying to oust anyone. I'm only attempting to share my experiences. I have to lift up, I'm sorry, I'm driving on this freeway. I'm in Southern California, and I'm on the 605, and the 605 has lots of trucks. And so we have to navigate, we have to give and take, all of that stuff. Anyway, so my doctor prescribed me this insulin that I'm to take, and I've been on it, man. You know, that coupled with the eyelid Beta Bionics eyelid CGM. I mean, it does wonders, all of it. You know, I mean, I'm happy with the system that I'm on and the system that I'm following. It works for me. It took a minute. It took some time for me to adjust because I can't say remember. Some of you may know I was on the Omnipod, Omnipod 5, and which I loved. I loved too, but this is even better in terms of knowing what you need, knowing your dosage, knowing your corrections, in other words, your basal and your bolus. And I think we talk about that in another entry. What's up, Doc? You look at that one, you'll find Bayless. you find basil, and I'm not talking about the spice, but you'll find basil and you'll find bolus. I'm talking about that. But in terms of the eyelid, if my sugar is too high, it automatically corrects, and it gives me the right it'll tabulate the right amount of insulin that I should have to cover that spike, or where that sugar level is. And then it watches your chemistry. It watches your what you've been doing, your habits, your daily habits, as it relates to where your blood glucose is in your body. And so it follows that. It's like a little machine, that looks inside your body, and it makes the decisions for you. And so you don't have to, continue to correct or, suspend all of that stuff. That's a whole nother hassle. But, it has its advantages and it has its disadvantages. And I spoke about that in one of the entries that I have on What's Up, Doc? Oh, no. What's New in My World. I think it's What's New in My World, when I first went on the iLet pump. So anyway, there's a certain medication, certain insulin that I use, that I've been prescribed, and it's a long and short active insulin. And so I saw that I was running out. I miscalculated, or I thought I had another vial. I thought I had another bottle, but in reality I didn't. And so I was on my last bottle. So that's when I reached to the pharmacist, and I'm telling them, listen, I need to have this medication refilled because I'm out. I wasn't out at the time, but you have to speak a certain way to get a certain result. So I said I was out. So they said, okay. Then come to find out, and they didn't notify me that it needed a refill from the prescription needed to be refilled from the doctor. I didn't know this. I found this out probably 2 days after I actually ran out of the last insulin that I had. And I'm not talking about insulin in the bottle, I'm talking about insulin in my body. It was already in the pump, in the iLet pump. And so that was the last of it. And so, because I'm thinking that it would have been satisfied by now. I would have been able to just go to the pharmacy and pick it up and boom, that's it. But that didn't happen that way. So I'm like, okay, so I go to the pharmacy, and then I discovered, they're waiting on the doctor to respond. I'm like, why are you waiting on the doctor to respond? What happened? And so they said that it needed to be, I needed to have another prescription, and they're waiting on the doctor. So I call the doctor, and I suggest that to some of you who have issues with your medications via the pharmacy. Call your doctor. Stay on their head. Stay on their head, because they will stay on you when you come to those visits and the numbers aren't right, and for their reporting, those numbers have to be right, or have to be better, or substantially showing a, progression, as they are treating you. They have to keep those notes. So I call, and this is where a lot of my issue comes. Typically, I'm friendly with all of the office staff, no matter which doctor I'm, in the care of. No matter which doctor's appointment that I'm going to, it could be podiatry, It could be endocrinology. It could be nephrology. It could be oncology. It can be whatever, you know. I'm typically good with them. You know, it's good mood, good feeling, everything. And so every now and again, I will get the receptionist, and they will want to be a to say the least. You know, I don't get it. You know, and I'll be wondering, well, what did I do? I'm just trying to stay compliant with what the doctor told me. In other words, when I call, I'll say, hello, I'm calling because the pharmacy suggested that I contact my doctor to put a rush on replying to the request that they made for a refill or whatever the case may be. Well, the doctor already saw that, and the doctor will get to it. He has patients too. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I don't want to cause a world war. I'm just stating what they suggested I do. I understand that, but we'll take care of it. We're on that. I'm like, okay. Then you hang up, and you're not trying to feel any kind of way, but you feel some kind of way. So I'm getting information, trying to find out if the doctor has actually called, if they feel, you know, the prescription or just what. They say no. They haven't heard from, they've actually sent out another request. So this is the third request from the initial request, the third. So I call the doctor's office back before they close. I say, hello, I give them my name, I give them my DOB, then I give them the reason that I'm calling. I'm calling because I called the pharmacy in terms of my medication, and they said that they hadn't received anything from my doctor's office. And then I go ahead and tell them that they said that they sent over a request 3 separate times. Oh, when I said that, that was like adding, you know, like dynamite to an already firecracker party. I mean, she just blew up. It was almost, what do they call it in psychology? Not psychology. I think it is psychology or psychiatry. Not passive aggressive. It's another word, which means passive aggressive. You know, she just tried to read me my rights, and I'm like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm just the messenger. I'm at the end of the totem pole, and it's always like that for us at the bottom. You know, we have to deal with the doctors as well as the pharmacy. But more importantly, we have to deal with the insurances. And so everyone is coming down on us, the end user, just the patient, trying to survive, trying to do what they need to do. And we're getting it from all sides. When I call the pharmacy, they've given me all kind of grief, you know, and they say, well, I need to call the doctor's office. And as I call your office, you're giving me grief. And then I have to call the insurance company, and then they gives me grief. What gives? You know? And then so she transfers me to another office, not rep, but office worker or admin. I'll call him an admin. He's much nicer. So I don't know if this is the bad guy, nice guy routine or just what. It didn't matter. He was nice. I was able to get things moving forward. That was excellent. So I told him what I needed. And so, but I also gave him this caveat. I said, listen, also my blood sugars have been hitting right at 400 for the last 3 nights, because now we're talking Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're talking 5 days. Today is Tuesday, and it started Thursday. And so we're talking 5 days, and I'm getting spikes like that. And I'm not eating anything like crazy. Well, I did have some fruit juice yesterday. I can't, no cap. I had some fruit juice yesterday, and it was good. I don't mean concentrate. I don't mean, I mean just a cup of fruit punch, not fruit juice. It wasn't juice, it was punch. Fruit punch. It was so good. It was, oh man. Thinking about it now, I'm like, where are you? But anyway, and what did I have for dinner? For dinner, I had sausage, I had lettuce, and I had some mozzarella cheese. That's what I had. That shouldn't put my blood sugar at 400. Now maybe the cup of fruit juice, maybe that did it. I don't know. But my point is, why can't we all get along? Right now, I'm still waiting to hear the result. It's like, what time? It's like 11:30 in the afternoon or in the morning. So I'm hoping today that my doctor's office will touch base with the pharmacy with a different medication that will offer me the same result that my insurance covers, and then we can move forward. I won't, because last night, I'm not gonna lie, after that many days, I was nervous. But my sugar is not 400. My sugar, it's been a long time since I was in that range. I mean, years since I've been in that range. Yeah, sometimes it gets low, scary low, like in the 50s, low 50s, I'm talking, like 52, and that's not good. But 400? In the comments, you guys tell me, have your sugar ever been 400? I had a friend, well, he's not a friend, he wasn't a friend, he was an acquaintance. He would tell me his sugar was like 800, and he was still walking around. And then one day, they told me that he had gone into a diabetic coma and had diabetic ketoacidosis, and all kind of stuff. Yeah. So I don't want to get to that level. That's why I try so hard and I strive so hard to do what I need to do. The things that I can do. Now, the stuff that I can't, I have no control over, well, I have no control over those things. But the stuff that I do have control over, well, I want to control them. I want to control my sugar. I want to control, I want to be compliant with medications. And, that's why I started the 28-day still standing program, as well as the first 48, second 48, and another 48. Those fitness programs, those nutritional programs. Yeah, I need that. I need that first before I'm offering them to other people to benefit from or to share them with others. So that's it in this rant. I hope I didn't scare you guys away. And if you're thinking about running away, go check out some of my other posts, some of my other videos. I'm sure they might kind of give me a reprieve and have you stay. All right, I'm struggling with diabetes. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now. Hey, good people, we're back again. So I did promise that I would stick at the end of the video about my experience. I won't say experience, but the story concerning my insulin. I did finally get it, yes. But what happened, the doctor actually called it in and called in the refill and prescription. And so the pharmacy was saying that my insurance wasn't covering it or something like that. It was covering it, but up under another name of some janky kind of thing like that. So I called the doctor's office and they told me that they actually spoke with the pharmacy and they got it all straight. So I actually go to the pharmacy and then I'm trying to find out what's going on. And they like, well, we haven't spoken with the doctor. And I'm like, are you? Then I said, sir, how long have you been working? No offense, but how long have you been working here? Well, I've been working for the company 35 years. No, not the company, in this store. I'm in and out. I said, is it possible I speak with either a senior pharmacist, or I don't know if there's a such thing, but that's what I said, or someone else that may be more familiar with what's going on here. He was like, yeah, sure, but you could tell. But at this point, I didn't care, because remember, from Thursday until today, my levels have been, kind of crazy. And so I'm very concerned. So someone else came, and the young lady, I guess she had to look in a different section of their system, and she found everything was fine. There was no issue. They said, oh, we have it right in the refrigerator right here. Let me get it out. And, and my copay, which was, fine. Did it. Okay, got the insulin. So no problem. So now I'm going to actually show you my islet. This is my islet. Told you before I was on the Omnipod, and I'll show you that too. Matter of fact, you could watch that in the probably What's Up Doc playlist. It's somewhere over there. But anyway, this is the islet. Turn it on. And you see my sugar. 271. That's crazy. I've already flew off the handle, so that's why you don't see me jumping off the handle right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let me see if I could get this where you can see. Maybe you can see, I'm not certain. Okay, so with beta biotics, I need 5 pieces. These are the 5 pieces. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I'm missing something. I'm missing a piece. Oh my goodness. Hold up. So I'm missing this. So it's 5 pieces that I have with the device and the meter and the insulin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that could be kind of cumbersome for those of you who are using a CGM for the first time. All these pieces, like my Omnipod, it was beautiful. Go watch that vid that I'm demonstrating the Omnipod, the Libre 3, as well as the iLet. So let's get started. Here are some of the things that I don't like about this. Yeah, I know, clean your hands, wash your hands, but I've already used hand sanitizer and this has been cleaned thoroughly. So I'm opening all of this up. These are the pieces. There's another little piece here that I don't know why they put it in there. There's no use for it, or they haven't told you the use for it yet. Maybe it's a future thing. Then the syringe. And then our cap or connector. Yes, you got to do all of this stuff. So what we have to do is take our line. Now, this is the part that I do not like, and you'll understand a little bit later, is because once you put this on your body with this, you can't tell which is the back and which is the front. And it has to go on a certain way. And once it's on you, it's hard for you to distinguish which side is which. So what I typically do, I have a Sharpie, a black Sharpie, and I will mark on the side that should not be facing my flesh. And I call that up. So I would mark on the up side, not the back side, the front side. So I don't like that because they don't do that. So let me connect it. Put it in there. Now it's connected. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. Put this aside. Here's another thing that I don't like. I have to fill my vial with the insulin, but there's a little rubber stopper there that you have to put air in it to bring it down to the bottom and then put the insulin. I know it's a lot of work. That's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to get you to understand. That's what I have to do. So the way I do it, I wish they would make it where it's kind of, what do you call it? Already set, but it's not. Pre-ready. Okay, so I have my syringe, my needle. So I have to put air in it. So I bag it up. So it's nothing in here but air now. And so I have to take this, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Maybe I'll zoom in where you can see it. Right there in the middle. Okay, now I'm just gonna push air in it, and you'll see it go to the bottom. See? And I try not to put too much air in it. Keep it going. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have it at the bottom of it, which is crazy that we have to do all of this. Then I'll push all the air out. Then I go to my insulin. And I'll draw on my insulin. So those are some of the things that I think they should kind of work on, because it's not user friendly in that regard. You have to do so much in order to get it to, be where you need it. Okay, so that's enough right there. I'll come get the air out. Bubbles. Okay. So here's the tricky part. Another tricky part. To hold, you have to hold it, and you have to press down at the same time, because while you are pushing the syringe with the insulin in, of course, there's air and pressure. So this little rubber tap is trying to come out. That's what I'm saying. They haven't thought this all the way through, or either they don't care, or, they just got it to a certain place where they're, they're stockholders whomever is financing or putting the dollars behind it, maybe they just have to make them satisfied, and it doesn't take much. But to the end user like us, we have to do all of this, and they say, well, if they want to make sure they're regulating their sugar and their sugar being under control, well, they got to do what they got to do. Man, that's so crash. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so you probably can't see this. I'm trying to hold it in a way that you can see it and where I can see it so I know when it's full. Okay, here we go. Okay. Come on. I shouldn't have done that. Is the bottom coming out? Yeah, see, it's coming out a little, not the insulin. Let me get a paper towel. I should have had this already, but I was so keen to making sure I caught the video. And I'll show you in 1 second. See, that's terrible. We have to go through all this. So I'm going to show you, and you'll see how it still comes out. See? It's trying to come out at the bottom. So I just need it there long enough to start my device. And this is the other thing about the device. Okay, you have to touch it at the top for it to come on. And it only takes less than 30 seconds for it to, you see, it goes right back off. You know, so you have to keep touching it and then unlock it. Okay, go to fill. Okay, let's do this. Press it in here. We'll put our, you have to do all of this. Shut up. That's just telling me to hurry up. Okay, now we take our cap off. Now you'll see the needle. Now if you look at the needle there, you'll see a little insulin coming out already. I'm gonna clean that off. Now you should see another piece, a dot. See it? It's dripping. That means it's ready, it's filled. I press this button on the eyelet, and what it's asking is, do you see a drop of insulin? And I say, yes. Okay, do you also need to insert a new infusion set? Yes, I'll show you what that is in a minute. Okay, so now it's waiting on me to connect an infusion set. Okay, so where's my infusion set? Is right here. I could save this. I don't need, do I have any insulin in here? I do have some insulin. I'm going to put this in here, the rest of it. I don't want to waste it. Okay. So this is my infusion set. So here's the needle right there. I got to press that in my body. With the Omni 5, you just put the whole thing on your body, and you, through the app, you say, okay, I'm ready to be connected, and it will insert the needle into you, and you can barely feel it. This one, psychologically, you know, when you see the needle and then you have to push it in yourself, it's like, so I'll spare you that. But anyway, you have the needle part, and then you have this adhesive that sticks to your body. And then you have this as an anchor, or to prevent it from being pulled on. So you put this one in your body, it sticks in you. And then this one is where you connect. Like this, boom. But that's why I say you can't tell which is up or which is down, or which is the front or the back. That's why I say they got to change that. So let me go ahead and do this, and I'll be back with you, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'm back, and it's connected. It's connected. So here we go. This is the anchor, or to keep it from being yanked out, and the needle is right here. And I have a belt that I wear, a special belt. I didn't bring it in here with me, but right now I'll just stick it in my pocket until I get to the belt. So that's it, you guys. I'm telling you, being a diabetic is a struggle for real. And I'll say, hold on one second. I'm dropping things on the floor. I'll say, if you're what they call borderline or pre-diabetic, really do what it takes to not become, air quotes, fully diabetic. It's a lot to it. But at the end of the day, us diabetics, we've been a diabetic for a minute. And so, I'm not tripping. I'm not, like, oh man. I'll do that from time to time, but for the most part, I have come to grips that I am a diabetic. And so I got to do some of the things I need to do in order to sustain my health and fitness and all of that. So if you haven't been a part of the 28-day Still Standing fitness program, I would urge you to go check those out, that playlist out. And if you have, and at some point you've gotten despondent, or you gotten kind of down, or you need to reset or level set, go check out the 7-day realignment. It only takes 7 days. I won't say it takes 7 days, but the program is 7 days. And it allows you to realign yourself the way you need to be in order to get back at that 28-day fitness program, and or even the first 48, all of it. It's all good, okay? All right, that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And also leave comments. Tell me what you're thinking, okay? Give me some ideas of what else I could bring to you. I got a lot of stuff on the table, not literally and figuratively, that we'll be talking about. And you could check out a whole lot of the playlists that I already have, okay? And listen to some of the, I have some spoken word there too. You really might want to check those out. It's called Note to Myself. I think those are like totally awesome. Awesome. Make you want to eat them. Awesome. Go check those out. Note to Myself. It's a playlist. And outside of that, I will see you in our next entry, or our next video, or our next YouTube slap down. That means our workout. All right, talk to you soon. Bye for now.